Gridlock traffic in the Johannesburg CBD has created an opportunity for criminals. A gun-wielding gang, I should say, are robbing motorists at gunpoint along the M2 off-ramp. Let's get you the latest on what unfolded this morning. We're joined by JMPD spokesperson Xolani Fihla. Xolani, this is yet another I'm not even sure what to say. People stuck in traffic on their way to school and to work, and criminals using it as an opportunity.
No, definitely, and thank you for the opportunity. It is really so random. We never see these type of incidences in the city of Johannesburg. Of course, we do get reports of people being robbed on the freeway, but it's not during peak hour periods. It's usually at night when vehicles have broken down, and we know of one specific hotspot within the city of Johannesburg, which is the N12 in Eldorado Park. So what happened this morning is really a surprise, and we did receive the reports, and according to the reports, unknown armed men allegedly targeted motorists who were stuck in traffic. And upon receiving these reports, the JMPD Tactical Response Unit was swiftly deployed to the area to locate the suspects. And during the search, a group of individuals were observed fleeing into it's either a shaft or a makeshift shaft on the embankment of the freeway. And this group is suspected to be involved in illegal mining activities. And it's further suspected that these armed men are also a part of these illegal mining activities. But I should say that the group that the officers did see didn't have firearms in their possession, and regrettably we didn't find any victims on the scene. So we are urging if anyone was a victim involved in this incident to immediately report it to the police so the matter can be investigated thoroughly.
Yeah, that's definitely what we are hearing from people who were attacked, right? That these were gun-wielding men. And this you're saying, Xolani, is something that you've never seen as JMPD before, people being attacked as they sit in morning traffic?
Yeah, during peak hour traffic, and especially on the freeway, we know that usually suspects or criminals, if I should say, target busy intersections within the city of Johannesburg with the smash and grab incidences, and also the incidences that have been reported on the N12 in Eldorado Park, where vehicles have been broken down and criminals take advantage of these stranded motorists. So during peak hour periods at that time of the morning, it's never been seen before, and it does come as a great concern for law enforcement officials, and that's why we are ensuring that we will be deploying extra members on that stretch of the freeway and also other freeways within the city, and especially if traffic is gridlocked, because now we are seeing the modus operandi of these criminals.
So where exactly did this happen this morning, Xolani, and around what time?
From the reports we received, it's on the M1 at the Crown Interchange joining the M2 in the Johannesburg inner city, and the reports were received early this morning, so it happened between 8 and 9 in the morning.
And I suppose, it's no use telling people who are traveling on that route in the mornings or even in the evenings to watch out, because it's doubtful that they will strike in the same spot again. Insofar as what JMPD and police now do in terms of increasing visible policing in particular areas, where will you focus? The focus will definitely be on that area, seeing what just happened, but also in areas where we know that there's illegal mining activities happening. We know on the M2 heading towards Cleveland and the N3, there are illegal mining activities happening there, and those are the areas that we've actually been monitoring, and of course the N12 in Eldorado Park with the reports that we've received, but nothing has been received on the M1, and now it is a great concern for law enforcement agencies, and we'll definitely make sure that we look into that area as well. Yeah. So you're urging people who were attacked this morning to come forward and to open a case with police. What would be your... Sorry, say... Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was about to say, no, definitely we are urging any victims who are involved, but not only victims, anyone who is any type of footage or any type of images of these suspects so that we can locate them as quick as possible and that they are brought to book.
Right. And what is your advice to anyone who is caught in this situation? I mean, there's literally nowhere for you to go. You're stuck in your car.
No, if you are caught in that situation, it definitely is a surprise. And if it is chock-a-block traffic, then there's nowhere for you to maneuver. And what I did hear as well is that some of the motorists, for them to avoid these criminals, they actually crashed into the barricades. So it is a bit difficult for motorists, and especially if it's unsuspecting. But it's important that you do keep calm in these type of situations, and you do call the police as soon as possible when it happens, so that officers are swiftly called and that these criminals can be caught and brought to book.
What we're hearing as well, Xolani, is that ironically officers were about a kilometer away from where this attack was happening this morning.
We do have officers who are deployed on the freeway, and this morning the deployment was not too far, let's say a kilometer away from where the incident happened. So if this was brought to our attention as soon as it happened, officers would have immediately attended to it, but we did our best to respond to it. But we are still on the trace and tracking these suspects, and hopefully they'll be caught as soon as possible.
All right. If you were one of the people who were caught up in that attack on the M2 at the Crown Interchange this morning, if you have any footage of what unfolded there this morning, the appeal is that you come forward and give that information to police. Xolani Fihla is the spokesperson for JMPD. Thanks very much for joining us this afternoon.